Okay, so welcome to the part 3. I don't know which part it is, but yeah. So I think it's part 5. Okay. Okay, so in the last video, like the last video, what we have done is that our bird was finally able to, flap its wing and it was able to, go down. In this video, what we will try to do is that we will insert the pipes and the pipes will move from one point to another. And this, the bird is falling. So now we will insert the pipes as well. Just change this clock tick to 30 to make it more normal. Okay, so how do we deal with the pipes? Okay, so if you have ever played the Flappy Birds game, you know that the pipe don't you know it gets displayed as just after the bird. There is a certain gap. Okay, so that gap, so if I have my paint open, so let's say if I have my bird over here, okay, if I have my bird over here, then the pipe will not get inserted till let's say this x distance. Okay, this x distance, our pipe will not get displayed. The pipe will only get displayed after a certain distance, so that will be my x. Okay, so if I am maintaining a class of pipe, okay, if I'm maintaining a class of pipe, I need to define something. First of all, I'll need to define the x coordinate. I'll need to define the image. I don't have the image yet, so let me just import it. So what I'll write is that pipe image is equal to pygame dot image dot load, and the name is uh, images, and you can write like it's pipe.png, but the image will be very small. Okay, so we need somehow to magnify the image. To magnify the image, we can write that pygame dot transform dot scale 2x, so it will double the size of whichever the size of pipe is there. So now it is fine. So now we have the image of our pipe. So in here we will maintain a constructor, because whenever we are initiating a class, we will pass on the x coordinate, that is after how much time we want the pipes to get displayed. So def init, I'm writing self, and I'm passing the x coordinate, so my self of x will become x. Just a minute. Yeah, so my self of x will become x. Now what we need the images, right? We need the two images, one where the pipe is from top to bottom, and second one where the image is from bottom to right. But wait a minute, which is the image that we have? As you can see, the pipe image is from like bottom to up. We need to flip this to make it top to bottom. So how to do that? So pygame again has a feature for this, so let's name it pipe up. Okay, so pipe up is pygame dot transform dot flip. You need to pass the name, so pipe image, and there are two more arguments, that is horizontal and vertical. Do we want our image to be flipped horizontally? No, so false and true, as we want our image to be flipped vertically. So now let's make a new function. Pipe down is equal to pygame, and now we don't need to transform this, we just have the image, so we'll have just pipe up as this and pipe down as the image that we have already. There you go, we have the x coordinate, we have that is after how many distance our pipe will get displayed. We have our two images stored, one in pipe up and one in pipe down. Okay, now let's just set the coordinates of pipe up and pipe down. Okay, whenever we have played the Angry Birds game, you know that, just a minute, if I can show you, I'll just show you as well that Flappy Birds, I don't know, yeah. Okay, why is it, there you go. Okay, I'm just showcasing you the image. So let's say if we take this image. Okay, so in this image, just consider there is only one pipe for now. Okay, this is only one pipe. If you ever thought carefully, the distance between the two pipe remains constant every time. Okay, so that's our one thing that we need to take care in mind. As well as there are three more coordinates. One is, as you know, this distance, that is this point and this point, this both point are mostly random. Okay, this slot of 200, we will set the distance between the two pipe as 200, that will be constant every time, but the ending of the first pipe and the beginning of second pipe will be between a specific range. Okay, you will never see something as, what pipe 1 is nowhere, okay, and just there is a pipe 2 which is at the maximum distance. There it will not be the case. But at the same time we have to make something random so that this slot will be created randomly. So how to do that? There are three coordinates, or let's say there are three parts that we need to take care of. One will be our this point, we will name it as top. We will name this as bottom, as well as there will be certain, or we can say connecting point, and we will name it as height. Okay, so here we go. We are creating three variables, not wind height, self height is equal to 0, which will be used as our connector. Self dot top is equal to 0, and self dot bottom is equal to 0. Okay, so instead of height, let's just name it as connector, so it will be more feasible for you also to understand. Okay, so we have everything. Now in our constructor only we will call the method, so self dot set position, and we are calling this define set position self. We don't need anything else because everything we will have already. There you go. Okay, so in the set position, what we will need to take care is that we have to set our x coordinate, and the we have to set our image, right? So how to do that? To do that, it's simple, that we first need to initialize our connector, because connector will be random from one point to another. Okay, so let's see, let's just visualize a wider picture, that in our game the gap that's of 200. Okay, so let's just initialize gap as well. Gap is equal to 200. So let's say the gap that we have considered will be only from this point to this point. Okay, now our width is, I think our width is of 700, so we are considering the width from 50 to 450. So we are here. Now we will write self dot connector is random dot rand range from 50 to 450. This indicates that our gap will be from only this slot to this slot. Now we will have to connect the top and the bottom. Self dot top is equal to something, and self dot bottom is equal to something. Okay, so now what is it? So is equal to self dot connector minus whatever will be the image, whatever will be the height of our top. Okay, so it will be pipe up dot get height, and here we will have self dot connector plus self dot gap. There you go. So now we have set our top, our bottom, as well as the gap. Now we only need to draw this thing and it's done. Okay, so we are making a function called as draw, and we will have win as well as win, because this will be the window we will need as an argument. So simple win dot blit, because as I said, blit is just for saving this. Okay, so blit, and we want to save the pipe up. We have to set the coordinates, so self x and self dot top as well as win dot blit pipe up, no, in this case pipe down, self dot x and self dot bottom. There you go, everything will work fine. Now we have our functions ready. Now we only need to call them. So here if I'm making a function of pipe obj as pipe, and here I'm going to pass x coordinate, as I just told in the constructor we are passing the x, that is after how long we want our pipe to get displayed. Our width is, I don't know what's our width. Our width is 500, so let's make it 350, so that just to see a static image. Okay, if we are setting our width as 350, and here if I am that just after we have created the background and we are drawing this, so I'm just commenting this so the now the bird will not fall down. Okay, so here that now before drawing the bird that is in between them, I can see I can call pipe object dot draw. I can pass the window as well. There you go. If I'm saving this, running this, okay, I have to import the random. I think I have not imported. There you go, import random. If I'm Okay, sorry for that. My the Bandicam free version has expired, so I made some change, but the video had stopped somehow. So I'll just control Z and move to the place where. Okay, just a minute. Okay, we were from import random. I had not done that, so I did it again. Okay, now if I'm running this, okay, pipe up is not defined because I forgot to add self in the pipe up every time. So I'll just do that really quick. Self dot pipe up, self dot pipe down here as well, self dot pipe up and here as well, self dot pipe up and self dot pipe down. There you go. So if you can see there are pipes now, and you can also see the coordinates. We had set 350 coordinates, so this is at the 200 coordinate and this is at 350 coordinate. But now we want this pipe should move. So to move that pipe, we have to change the x coordinate. So how to do that? A simple thing. There nothing special. We have to just change the x coordinate. So move, create a self function, and just self dot x minus is equal to self dot velocity. So I know I have not declared the velocity. Now what it is, self dot velocity is at how much speed you want the pipes to move. Okay, so if I'm writing velocity is equal to 5, this will be the basic level, but as we move on and if the score increases to a certain extent, we can increase this velocity as well. So if you are saving this, and here in the, like when we are drawing the window, if we do that, pipe object dot move, and we are just saving this, let's run this. Now we can see that the pipes are moving, but it's just only one pipe. We need multiple pipes. So in the next video we will do that same. So I hope you enjoy this part. Any doubts, queries, fire hit me up. Okay, so thank you, have a great day, bye.